Greetings, Gotham. Joker here. Please enjoy Nightwing's full walkthrough of Batman Arkham Origins. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Got it? Great. Well, enjoy the show. Oh, and remember, dying is easy. Comedy is hard.
Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome to another side mission, and as you can see, we're playing the PS3, and we're using the Nightfall skin because it's so cool looking. Yes! Yes! So today we'll be doing the Deadshot mission, aka Floyd Lawton. Yeah.
Who invited the bat?
No, I didn't invite the bat. No! I wasn't paying attention that there were guys here. My bad.
Oops. I need any unassigned unit for special assignment.
Boom. So, I've had an interesting day today, though. I've been trying to get the WB ID to work, and I even made a WB ID account, because I can't get the Batman 1 million skin to work. It's supposed to be a free skin you get, and it doesn't work. But oddly enough, the skin worked on your PS3 account, but it won't work on mine.
Aww. That's because it likes me better.
I just created your WB ID account today.
Oh.
And mine existed from the time of Injustice, and it doesn't work.
I don't know what to say.
It's just stupid. I hate everything.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would it work on a... That's no fair. Why would it work on a new account, not an old one?
I don't know, but check out the Green Lantern Easter egg. Ferris Aircrafts. Technology makes it possible. Flying higher, flying faster. Ferris Aircraft. And that is, of course, the place where Green Lantern works, Hal Jordan.
Cool.
Carol Ferris is his girlfriend, aka Star Sapphire.
Nice.
At least I think her name's Star Sapphire. I can't remember, there's so many Star characters.
I know.
But I actually don't know a lot about Floyd. Floyd is a character that was basically introduced to be Batman's opposite, and the only thing I know of him is his brief appearances in Justice League, the animated series, where everybody was trying to get Deadshot to, you know, talk why he tried to kill the King of Atlantis, and only Batman could talk, and, you know, Wonder Woman's like, how did Batman get him to, you know, talk? And Superman's like, you don't want to know. So we never know what Batman said, and that's what I find so interesting about the Batman is he doesn't have to be, like, you know, super powered to get villains to crack, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, remember that 2008 or 2007 Gotham Knights video where
Oh, yes.
Deadshot was this hired assassin who was the complete opposite of Bruce Wayne. He was like this ritzy, artsy, really powerful guy, but instead of being a superhero, he moonlighted as an assassin. And Batman and him went up against like two cowboys duking it out in the subway. One was shooting guns and the other used their fists. And that's all I remember about Deadshot.
Cool.
But he did cower in fear when Batman beat him up, even though Batman was like all bleeding and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Wow. Interesting.
Indeed.
Yeah, well, some things that I found out about Deadshot is obviously he's a gun for hire. Like you said, his name is Floyd Lawton. He's known as the second most lethal assassin in all of DC Comics by many people.
Yeah, you can just...
The first being Deathstroke.
Yeah, Deathstroke's pretty cool.
So second only to Deathstroke.
Deadly Force. No! The helicopter! Don't worry, guys, it's gonna be okay. Batman's coming. Check for survivors of the crash.
No survivors. Someone will pay for this. I need to set up a crime scene to find out who.
It's so weird to see the skin of that
Azrael.
skin with Batman, the other voice of Batman talking. It's like,
Yeah.
yes,
Defiler!
yeah.
You will pay. I am Azrael.
Is that how he sounds?
I don't know. I never know how to picture
forgot how he
Azrael's
sounds.
voice because he would get all freaky, like he was possessed, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Not like
The
claw
helicopter
possessed.
was spinning out of control. The pilot was killed on impact, not from the gunshot I heard. But what caused him
World's
to lose
greatest
control?
detective.
Maybe I can learn more back on the rooftop.
He was like, the guy like died from impact. It's like, really, Batman? I thought he was superhuman. Rewinding time. Batman has time rewind powers. So we got to go up to that building. You can continue with Floyd.
All the way up there. Well, like you said, he appears in Gotham like he's kind of the opposite of Batman. He appears as a new crime fighter, but he shows himself to be Batman's enemy when he tries to replace him. And I researched a couple different places, and they all said the same thing. He tries to replace him. So I don't really know what that
I can analyze
means.
the first point of impact from here.
Maybe he tried to kill him and replace him,
Yeah,
take his place.
he's probably trying to take his place. I think replace meaning, like, you know, he tried to kill bats. That's the only thing I can think of.
Alright, so anyway.
Another scanning point.
Yep. Yeah, so his plan failed of replacing him.
Oh, of course.
And then he tried to become the king of
helicopter's
Gotham's
tail rotor
underworld.
was severed when the fuselage hit the building. I should review the crime scene and find that tail rotor.
We gotta find the tail rotor.
Okay, sounds like exciting times. Yeah, so like I was saying, he couldn't replace Batman, so he tried to become the king of the underworld in Gotham. But Commissioner Gordon and Batman stopped him and put him in jail.
Yeah, and probably broke out and became an assassin or something, right?
Yeah, he served his time, and then he went out into the world and pretty much changed his costume and hired himself out as an assassin.
Okay. Whoa! That was freaky sounding.
That was weird.
What is this? Oh, we have to track where the bullet came from, probably.
The helicopter crashed when a high-powered round shattered the tail rotor. The ballistics analysis will lead me to the shooter's position.
It will. The shooter's position of the bullet. So we want to rewind everything again. We're just destroying this poor helicopter over and over and over.
I know. The helicopter's like, I can't take it anymore. I've already crashed once. If this was the movie Planes, yes, it would have feelings, but it's not. Yeah,
It looks like it came from that roof over there.
Yeah, he used to wear before he was in prison, he used to wear that top coat and tails.
Which he appeared in that movie, and like
Yeah.
kind of he had like the sunglasses and the red coat, and you know, dressing kind of like a upper class snob with a trench coat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you showing me a picture of that. And then, isn't it like cowboyish too, kind of?
Yeah,
No?
I would say, yeah, kind of
little bit.
cowboyish.
Alright, and then after he got out of jail, he changed his uniform
This
to
doesn't add
a...
up. This man's a member of SWAT. So why'd he fire on a police helicopter?
Because he's corrupt.
Yeah, he's
So like,
correct.
yeah, so he changed his uniform from that to, after he was out of jail, to a red jumpsuit and a faceplate.
Okay. We'll continue that after this because there's probably going to be more of these like chatty sessions. So when
Yeah.
we're exploring, you can. Otherwise,
Sounds
I'm gonna
like
have
a
to.
plan.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to keep cutting you off.
This man didn't fire at the helicopter. He was aiming at me. The ballistics trace indicates this officer was killed by a ricochet from the same round that took down the chopper.
Wow.
There's only one person capable of a shot like this. Deadshot.
You think?
The trajectory analysis will lead me to Deadshot's firing position.
Amazing.
Are you sure you want to go there, Batman? He might be there waiting for you.
Probably is waiting for me, but we gotta go. Gotta go there. So yeah, he wears a special mask that like does what?
It has some cool stuff in it. It actually has a targeting device on the right side. His suit is really durable. It's able to withstand electric shocks.
Electric shots. That sounds like some kind of drink or something. Oh, an electric shock. Shot.
And it's even able to
This must be
withstand
where the shot
gunfire
originated.
at
I
a
should
close
scan the
range.
area.
Sorry, Batman. I'm sorry.
There's a shell casing.
Just as I suspected, the shell casing matches others in the criminal database, and they're all linked to Deadshot. But his trail ends here, unless... There are numbers on the bullet casing. 451326. Looks like a radio frequency.
Oh no, not radio
Was I supposed to remember that?
No, they have it right there for us.
Okay, good.
Oh, they made the radio frequencies so much easier. Remember in Arkham City how
Yeah,
annoying they were?
It was, yes. It's extremely annoying. It's just like trying to find a radio in my car.
Meet me at the bank so I can put a bullet in and collect my profits. Oh, and in case you're thinking of backing out, I've got a hostage and a very itchy trigger finger.
Alright, so we need to go to Gotham's Merchant Bank. You can continue with...
Okay, sorry, I talked over Deadshot there. Sorry, guys.
Your headphones don't work very well.
Yeah, I gotta get new headphones. Right, so you were asking about his faceplate and his helmet. Pretty much, it's, his helmet is able to resist most attacks, but it also has these cool features on it, like I was saying. He can see at night, he has night vision, he has binoculars in his little helmet thing. And he has hearing sensors that actually enhance Deadshot's hearing to the point that he can hear a hummingbird's wings flapping.
That's amazing.
And it also has other cool features. For his weapons that Deadshot has, he has these wrist-mounted guns that are silenced.
Yep. He also uses a high-powered sniper rifle that's able to, like, ricochet off stuff. Ricochet shots are one of his trademark things, which is very, very difficult to do. Only a trained marksman can do that.
Right, and then his little silencer guns on his wrists, they have these interchangeable barrels that he can recharge them really quickly. They can shoot through tons of things. They're really tough. And he also, he uses grenades and automatic handguns and rifles and all kinds of other things. So, yeah.
Oh,
no, it's just a criminal.
Yeah, it's just criminal.
It's just a criminal. Yeah, so, Deadshot pretty much, his goal, he wants to die a spectacular death.
He wants to die.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason, I actually know this reason, the only reason he wants to die a spectacular death is he's kind of had a messed up childhood, and also his son was killed by a, well,
Yeah.
I don't want to say the word. His son was killed by a bad man.
Yes, someone who takes advantage of
Children.
Children. I don't like that word either. Ow! But, yeah. Yes,
Come on,
by
Bubbles,
a
let's go play with
child,
children.
by a child abuser who abused his child and then killed his child. So yeah, but Deadshot actually does end up finding the guy at one point.
Yeah, and he takes him down.
And killing him.
Yeah.
So,
Except his pain doesn't end with the killer, it grows.
It never does.
But the other thing was he actually had a very abusive childhood. His father was very bad toward him, and you know his mother didn't really do much, and the brother was actually like his best friend in the whole wide world. And there was an altercation. Somehow Deadshot got a hold of a rifle and was hiding in a tree, and his brother was trying to take down the father, and you know the little kid was going to assist, but the branch broke and the gun misfired, and he ended up killing his brother instead of his father.
Yep.
Now there's some comics that say that Deadshot actually was aiming for his brother to shoot the gun out of his brother's hand, but he goofed. So,
Yeah.
but I like the other one where he was trying to protect his brother, and
yeah, he was either trying to take the dad down or he was trying to shoot the gun out of his brother's hand so his brother wouldn't become a criminal. But yeah, I think I agree. I think maybe he was trying to take his dad down because his dad was very abusive. So, but what happened was he kind of went crazy because he was trying to kind of solve the problem and you know, get rid of the person or protect his brother from the person who was, you know, the cruelest person ever in their life. And instead, he ended up letting that person live and taking down the one person that actually cared about him.
that's
which
what
is
they
his
call
brother.
irony.
So he kind of can't deal with that. Like, it's
No,
like
I wouldn't.
driving
I
him
wouldn't be
crazy
able
that
to,
he
to
did
deal with that either.
because
Yeah.
pretty much he protected the person who was hurting him and took down the person he loved. So.
And tragedy usually goes, you become a hero, or great tragedy makes you a villain. And Deadshot, you know, after so many things that happened, he just became a gun for hire.
Yep. He appears in the Justice League Unlimited, Brave and the Bold. He actually appeared in Smallville.
Yeah, that's kind of hard for me to understand, like how he was in Smallville, but I haven't really been paying attention to that and some of the other things that he's been in. Just because
Yeah.
Deadshot, to me, honestly, when I was a kid, I always got Deadshot and Deathstroke confused because they look similar. Like, they both have, like, kind of the same ninja-like mask. The only difference is the color difference. Deadshot is usually, like, red and silver, and Deathstroke is usually yellow and black.
Okay.
So they're
Yeah.
really, in the 80s and 90s, there wasn't a clear distinction between the two. And they both had a similar name.
I agree. The names like get me like, oh, I keep wanting to say Deathstroke, and it's like, oh no, Deadshot. I have to get it. You know, I have to tell myself.
I'm pretty sure that's why in the 80s, like, when he was predominantly a Teen Titans villain, like Deathstroke, that's why they called him Slade. Is to try to put some distance between Deathstroke and Deadshot.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense now. You can't get Slade mixed up with Deadshot. So, and right, and he was also in the movie Batman Gotham Knight, as you were saying before.
Ba-boom.
And the only other game that I found that Deadshot was in besides this game is that he was in Batman for the NES.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was in that with Electrocutioner and Firefly.
Cool.
Which is kind of weird that...
That they're both in this
Yeah.
game too.
Electrocutioner was such an underrated villain back in the day that I'm surprised that he made the cut for the game. Firefly, that kind of makes sense, but maybe they were trying to make him look like Killer Moth or something. Because he wouldn't have been a character that a lot of people would have knew about.
Right.
Thought it
Yeah,
was
right. In the NES version, he just sits there waiting, and then he shoots you. Like he waits and shoots. So it's his thing. He does.
It's his thing, yeah.
Totally.
Waits and fires. Fire away. Oh, wait, so we're going to a place we've already been to? Reached the merchant bank. Again.
Welcome back to the bank.
It's like the reusing locations again. It kind of reminds me of like Arkham Asylum. For whom the bell tolls, it tolls for lazy development. And glitches. Lots and lots of glitches.
Oh, that's an interesting figurine there.
It's 1800s. We're actually going to be doing the Cyrus Pickney unsolved murder mystery, which is a case file, which talks a lot about the Legends of the Dark Knight, which is Eric Holmes' favorite stories from Batman, and where he borrowed a lot of inspiration from Arkham Origins.
Quit screwing around. I'll take care of it.
Oh, there he is. He's using hand-mounted guns. But see how he's kind of like red and silver?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is gonna be tough.
Show yourself.
I don't want to. Let's see. If I do an inverted takedown, I'm going to alert him.
Slacking off over there.
Relax, we got this.
If I do an inverted takedown or any type of noise, Deadshot's gonna hear me. Now, actually, I'm doing this blind. I've never actually fought both
Oh, great.
Deadshot or any of his cronies, but yeah. I think we're gonna head down below and just.
Get off your ass. On it.
Oh no 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 no! Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, you can go.
Well,
because I'm
yeah.
just getting
So
nervous.
as long as I don't,
Oh,
I'll,
I'm good.
as long as I don't bug Gaming here while he's trying to concentrate. Say a few things about Deadshot's personality. He
Oh!
has this interesting code of ethics that Batman is able to kind of use against him sometimes. he pretty much, as long as he's paid for something, he will always carry it out without fail. So that's like his thing. He always does. You know, he's kind of given up on, you know, a lot of his family ideas and stuff like that. So
we'll find him.
What's most important to him is getting paid and showing that he's always gonna do, you know, a great job when he gets paid.
Always gonna do his thing, yeah.
So, in one instance, actually, Batman was unable to get Deadshot to stop threatening a witness until, what happened was he actually ended up freezing the bank accounts of the person that was paying Deadshot, and then, finally, Deadshot would no longer try to kill the witness because he realized he wasn't going to get paid anyway. So that's how Batman ended up taking him down at one point. Or thwarting him.
Sorry.
Whatever.
Sorry. Yes, I did decide to show after all.
He also always tries to kind of look for various brother-like figures in his life because he misses his brother a lot. So he's always trying to find different people in his life that can be like a brother to him. So that's another interesting part of his personality. And he actually does have a daughter, eventually. And because of his daughter, it kind of makes him have second thoughts about his idea where the reason he wants to die this spectacular death is because he, you know, he doesn't care about his life because he has pretty much nothing to live for because of everything that happened. But when he ends up getting a daughter and finding that out, then it kind of makes him rethink that a little. I mean, he's still, you know, an assassin and stuff, but, you know, it kind of softens him up a bit. And it's very interesting because in the New 52, they actually rewrite Deadshot to the point that his son is actually erased, his son never existed at all.
Yeah, the New 52 seems to mess with stuff so much.
So then that doesn't really explain a big part of why he's the way he is, so it doesn't make any sense, which is interesting. They still give him a daughter in the New 52, but they take out the fact that his son never existed.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
I don't like when they do that. That's also in the New 52. He's dating Harley Quinn, which makes so much sense. Wait, what? How did that happen? Don't have anybody on the run.
And Deadshot's personality is also influenced by the Secret Six that he ended up getting involved in. I believe it was shortly after he got out of jail. And it was actually founded by Lex Luthor, who at that time called himself the Mockingbird. And he became a reluctant part of the group.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Guns! Deadshot missed again. Haha! How many of your guys are left, though? Oh, it's just... Oh, he's doing... Look at that. The ricochet shot. Just like I said. Did you see it? He was able to... He was able to do it.
He's able to do ricochet shots. Wow. Well, he is the second most deadly assassin.
Oh, he's the best shot in the DC universe, but also, yeah, he is the second.
Second to Deathstroke.
He's the number 2 assassin.
Yeah. Oh, okay, he's the best shot, but number 2 assassin.
Best shot.
Yeah, well, what I meant to say was, he became part of that group, the Secret Six, but he formed a reluctant bond with them, meaning, like, he kind of didn't want to get to know them very much, but he kind of did. Particularly, Catwoman, he ended up having this kind of friendly rivalry with her. And he also became kind of romantically involved with this girl, Jeanette. But even while he was with the Secret Six, he was usually still out for his own interests, and he was prepared to pretty much betray his teammates at any time if he needed to, for his own interests. So, you know, he's looking out for number 1, even if he's part of different groups.
I'm just beating you up.
Help me with...
Wait, that's all I have to do is just... So he got reduced to this type of boss battle?
Wow.
It's lame. Oh crap. There's more gun guys. More gun guys. More gun guys.
No more excuses.
I don't like excuses. Wow, this is pretty intense.
And then pretty much everything else about Deadshot, there's a lot about him with the Suicide Squad later on, which I don't know that much about, but of course he's known for his great marksman skills, and yeah, there's a lot of interesting things that happen with that.
This is pretty intense. You're intense too. You're like,
yeah.
Oh, this is Wait, those guys have armor now, don't they?
Hey, idiot! Get off!
No. No armor.
Get off me!
Oh, that was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Let's see. Where is Deadshot?
Oh yeah. So one more interesting thing. Sorry, I was watching your gameplay.
What gameplay? Lack
I
thereof?
was just watching the people around there. So one interesting thing also with his daughter that actually has to do with I believe it's Green Arrow. Yeah. In a miniseries in 2005, right, he kind of discovers about his daughter, Zoe, which we were talking about before.
His daughter's named Zoe?
Zoe is his daughter. And like I said, he kind of has a soft spot for his daughter, and he finds out she's being raised in this very crime-centered area of Star City. And we kind of find out that he has a soft spot because he wants to do the right thing. So he starts this war on the local gangs in that whole area. And he kind of finds out at the end of it that it's, you know, having a normal life, you know, with a normal family, with his daughter and stuff, isn't for him. But, so he kind of fakes his death. And, well, he does fake his death, not kind of. And then, pretty much, he's cleared most of the area of gangs. And
it's amazing.
He convinces Green Arrow to patrol it more regularly, they say. So, I don't know. Should be interesting. But, I mean, that's pretty much all I have on Deadshot. It seems like he has a heart, but he's just had so much stuff happen in his life, and he started out with this life that was really bad, that he's got a lot of issues.
Who's left out there?
And he's very good with a gun.
Yeah, that pretty much sums him up.
Yeah.
So let's just take him down, I guess.
You're all a waste. A waste.
And you're getting punched in the face. The face.
Get off. Ha!
I don't know how to turn off stupid detective vision. Where is he go? Whoa! I got shot. Ouch!
So now I'm actually kind of interested because I haven't really seen the Arrow series at all. So I'm kind of interested to see that because I believe he has been an Arrow at certain points, so.
No! He killed the hostage!
No!
Oh!
A nice, clean kill. Just the way I like them.
Yes, and you like to get paid too.
Alright, now I can see what I'm doing. If he sees me, the guy's dead. So the easiest way to do this, in theory, would be to sneak up behind him. But with that wall gone...
To be invisible.
Snap to cover. Okay, so it's all about the timing. My timing is usually way, way off. But it looks like he points in one direction over and over again. Let's go this way. Oh-ho! No, 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 no!
No, 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 don't!
Drop down!
What are you doing, self?
Come on, man, it's Christmas.
Come on, man, it's Christmas. It's Christmas, man. Don't you like peanuts, Charlie Brown? We can work this out.
I got 3 kids.
It's now or never. Yes!
Ouch.
Oh wow, Batman. How many bones are you gonna break?
Face to face, at last. Well, I've gotta say, I was expecting someone a little more intimidating.
You're through terrorizing Gotham.
If fate's decided today's the day, so be it. Just finish me quickly, will ya?
How could I expect someone more intimidating? I can't imagine anyone more
Look
intimidating.
at me!
It's like the most intimidating thing I would ever...
I am the spirit of vengeance. With a cold.
I'm sorry this episode failed, but next time we will, I know I said I promise I will not do blind anymore, but I don't know, there was just something about it that was interesting. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. And we'll see you guys next time with another side mission.
Bye!
Well, that's the end of this video. Who's up for Chinese? Seriously though, make sure to like, favorite, and share this delicious video. Unless, of course, you like being wrapped in plastic and left in the gutter. Oops. Sorry, a force of habit.